What is up, guys? It's your man Jay. Welcome to another video, and today we kind of tackle this age-old question of why you buy this over that. So this is a vlog. If you like vlogs and discussion videos, you're in the right place because I love to do vlogs and discussions. So I have several phones laying on the table here, and I will reference them throughout this video. But the question that I get a lot is, why would I buy that over this? I think that if you stay in that mindset, you're never going to make a purchase that you might possibly want to try, which is why I always try to give a variety of phones on this channel, and I try to show you the content of the device as is, as best I can. So Samsung recently, and I'll start with Samsung, they recently posted the A51 5G and the A71 5G as for sale. Now the A51 and the A71 are going to be selling through Verizon and Sprint, I believe it says on their website. Let's just double check, because I'm curious as to know what Samsung is up to with this. If you go to their 5G section, you can do exactly what I'm doing. There's a section for 5G phones. It's called Galaxy 5G. And then you scroll down and you will see the upcoming products, which is the A51. Or you can just go ahead and select to buy the A51. I think that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'll go to mobile and then I'll select A51 because it's technically for sale in the US now, and it's $350. But the kicker is there's no unlocked version. It's actually $399. I'm sorry. They're giving $50 for a trade-in credit, and this is if you can trade in any phone. Now this is actually a really good deal. It just has to power on and not be cracked and beat up. So you can find any crap phone that you have down below, send it to them, they'll give you $50. So the phone is $400 for this 5G version, and there's only now they have Sprint, Verizon, Unlock, US Cellular, T-Mobile, and AT&T listed as for sale. However, it's only available through Verizon and Sprint right now. Now, this so-called 5G version of this device, I don't understand why they're trying to bring the A51 to the US at $400 when you can find the A51 for $280 sometimes, under $250 in a lot of places. And it's just a 4G version. But folks, I would tell you guys, if in fact, because there are some people that are able to get the A51 with the active Verizon SIM working. So on the unlock model that we all purchase. So hit wirelessplace.com, hit the link in the description, and you will see the regular 4G LTE model for $270, $280 easily the better purchase than you're just buying into this A51 for 5G. And I think that's a horrible deal that Samsung's trying to pull out. You know, they're bringing the A51 to Verizon first and Sprint first, and they want $400. So I don't understand that move. So the question of why would you buy this over that question is easily answered with that situation. Why would a person spend $400 on the 5G version of the A51, or you can just go directly to any other source, use my source, links in the description, get it for like $280 or something like that. You know, why would you spend the extra $100 or $200 or whatever the difference, $120 or whatever the difference is? Why would you spend that just to say that you have a 5G version of a device? That doesn't make any sense. So I don't understand Samsung. And if they're selling the A51 for $400, I can only imagine what the A71 is going to look like. It's going to be like $500 or more if they're going to try to bring it as a 5G version to the US. I don't understand that move. I don't understand that move because you can definitely grab. So here's the Note 10 Lite, and it's $480. Links in the description. Use that link down there for Wireless Place. You can easily grab any of these other devices, and you don't need 4G, folks, or 5G. That's where the direction of the country is going. And I don't think you have to be in a rush to get there. So, but hey, I'm just giving you my spiel on it. You do what you want to do. Don't do what I do. Do what you want to do, but just reference my videos if you want to get some kind of playing field of, you know, since I have all these phones, this is good for you. So Samsung, I don't understand that move at all. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the unlocked version of the LG V60. Yeah, where is it? Why LG hasn't released an unlocked version of this device yet is beyond me. There's a lot of people asking me that, and I have no clue. I bought this phone, so I have no idea why LG didn't, hasn't brought a 5G or not 5G, unlocked version yet. I think I don't know if they're scared or, they just don't know how the sales are going to go. Maybe they don't feel like they can sell this phone at full cost for $800. But I'm sure they can get with some companies to help people finance it if you want to. Do like Samsung, get the things through your website where you can finance the phones. But an unlocked version of this device would set it off. Again, all those people that are asking me, why is it I can't find the unlocked version? Why is it I can't find the unlocked version? I don't know why you can't find the unlocked version. I don't know. Sorry. But I can tell you this phone is awesome. That's for sure. The LG V60 is just the most bang for buck that a person could possibly get if you're looking for one of today's flagships. Now, at the recording of this video, the OnePlus 8 is not out yet, but based on those leaked prices that I'm hearing, you might want to think about getting the V60. Because I don't think that the OnePlus will live up to the hype of their cameras. They've got a 128 hertz display. Let's get to that in a minute. But the V60, folks, I don't know why there's not a unlocked version of this yet. At the recording of this video on April 11th, I don't know why there's not an unlocked version. And I also hope that they bring some different colors, like a red version or a deep maroon color of this, some kind of orange color, anything to bring, some more attention to the device. LG, you got to get on your marketing. You got to get this phone out to the masses because it is just one of the most awesome devices you will ever see in 2020 so far. This is kind of, depending on what comes out in the flagship arena, this is shaping up to be one of the best in the category of a flagship device. This is shaping up to be that way. I mean, it's just a beautiful all-around powerhouse phone. And I think you'd be hard-pressed to pass on that, seriously. Now, OnePlus, I spoke about them. The event is in 3 days. It's on the 14th. Again, at the recording of this video, if you're watching this, it is April 11th. And the OnePlus 8 devices are not out yet. Now, they have an event on the 14th. And I think the phones are probably going to be hot. They're going to be fire. I mean, they're going to be really good. However, should you pay... Now, in a previous video I talked about the leaked pricing. And I told you guys, always treated leaks and rumors as just that, a grain of salt. However, when I made that video in the comments, I noticed a few people saying, well, Jay, I heard the pricing is going to be more like $700 and $850. Now, those prices are direct competitors to the V60, and they blew away any other Samsung and all those phones for pricing and as far as specs to price go. So that's going to be I mean, obviously I plan on getting the OnePlus 8. I don't know how they're going to offer the OnePlus 8 versus the 8 Pro. I don't know if now I'm hearing that the regular 8 is just going to have a 90 hertz display, and to get that 120 hertz, they're posting the specs on Twitter and Instagram. They're posting the specs everywhere, online. It's just all over the place. Go to oneplus.net or .com. You're going to see that they're posting. It's got an 865. It's got a 120 hertz display. It's got wireless charging. They've got new wireless buds. They've got everything. So they're giving it to you because what's the point of waiting? They want to get you excited about it, and they want to get you interested in it before it gets here so you can have your credit card ready. Because in these times, people are really looking for the best deals on trade-ins and things like that. So I'm hoping that if you have a OnePlus, you can get a trade-in at a nice chunk so they can actually get to sell those phones. Because if not, the only way they're going to sell a lot of those phones is they rely on the carriers. That's what it's going to take. And the carriers, T-Mobile being number one for pushing those OnePlus devices, that's going to be your best bet, is to go to T-Mobile and get one. If they don't have a good enough trade-in value on trading in the other devices, especially their own devices, you're going to have to lean heavily on T-Mobile. And that's just what it is. T-Mobile took them, everybody knows the story, T-Mobile took them up 498% in sales once they got those OnePlus devices. And I don't think it's been any different. I think T-Mobile is selling the most OnePlus devices of all the carriers that possibly have them. What other carrier has them? Any other carriers have them? I'm not sure. But T-Mobile is definitely selling. They're selling the 7T for $499 and the OnePlus 7 Pro for $450. That's fantastic pricing, folks. Fantastic pricing. So I think instead of spending $1,400 like me on a phone that folds, You don't have to do that. You can just get you a OnePlus device. You'll get all the power and more. But you know, all jokes aside, OnePlus, I remember making a video talking about how OnePlus could take over the game when they brought out the 7T. Now, some people are already saying that you're not going to support OnePlus if the prices go to $1,000. So, if the prices go to $1,000, LG. that's all I can say. LG. I mean, like for real. Why wouldn't you? Again, back to that question. Why would you buy this over this? Okay, no quality display, no 120 hertz, no 90 hertz. But do you really need that? Are you willing to spend an extra $300 or $200? Are you willing to spend an extra $150 just to say that you have 90 hertz or 120 hertz? Also, OnePlus, I'm wondering what their battery situation is going to look like. What are their batteries going to be inside those devices? Are they going to put a massive 5,000 milliamp hour battery like LG, or are they going to stay in the 4,000s? I don't know. But I tell you what I do like about the OnePlus design, the phones are the designs. They take on the new designs like this with the camera in the center. You know, it's this new 20:9. I'm loving this new ratio that we have for the devices and with the cameras in the center. I'm loving it. I'm loving this look. This is a nice look for a device. But they have theirs over to the side, I believe. I'm also liking the colors of the OnePlus devices. It's a win-win if you're a OnePlus fan, that's for sure. But I think that if you're going to choose a OnePlus device, you know, the OnePlus the 7T has an 855, which is what this phone has, and the 7 Pro has an 855. I don't think you're going to lose, folks. I don't think you'll lose by picking up the OnePlus 7 Pro. If you're indecisive about how good you think these phones are going to look or if they're going to be powerful, consider what OnePlus is doing right now, and you can save yourself $400 to $600 possibly. Because when I heard the pricing was going to be $1,000 or more, I believed it, but I didn't believe it. I would hope that if it got brighter, the sun is like coming up. It's raining bad too, and the sun is coming. If you see the shift in the colors, but I don't believe that OnePlus is going to sell the phones for $1,000. If they do, they know they're going to miss out on some sales unless they're going to heavily rely on the carrier sales. They always produce phones that are unlocked, but who knows, man? They didn't even sell the McLaren as a phone. They sold it through T-Mobile only, and that kind of shook a lot of people up because a lot of people wanted that device. Go figure. Like, they put it only through T-Mobile. Incredible. And they have the 7T through T-Mobile. They're even selling the 6T now at a discounted price through T-Mobile. It's incredible. $300 for a 6T. Fantastic deal. I mean, a powerhouse device. Why not get it? I think it has the 845. You're not missing out on anything by not getting the current OnePlus devices, but I'm not going to try to deter you from getting the current OnePlus devices that are coming out. I'm just going to tell you that you probably can save yourself a ton of money if you decide to not pick up one of the current devices and grab one of the previous year's devices, because previous year's devices doesn't always equate to a bad phone. So wanted to bring you guys a little bit of news, updated on some things, that age-old question of why would you buy this over this? And I didn't do cross brands because some people prefer an OS. I see some comments like, well, why would I get the Note 10 Lite or the V20, V60 or whatever? Why would I get any of those over an iPhone? Okay, well, the iPhone 11 is a great phone, folks. Mine's upstairs on the charger. It's a great phone, but the iPhones don't compete in hardware, and they don't compete with software, because I think iPhones are predominantly focusing on software because that's what they update the most. They keep their phones updated for 5 years or so. Their hardware doesn't change. They'll say we're tweaking the camera, we tweak the processor. So I don't cross-reference the Android and iOS because you're going to prefer one or the other. You're not going to be. Some of us like them both. Some of us have them both. A lot of you guys remember a long time ago, what did I call you? Anybody remember? Remember what I called you guys and I called us? #hybrids. There's a lot of hybrids out there and if you are a hybrid, hashtag hybrid in the comments. There's a lot of people out there that are hybrids. You just prefer something out of iOS and you prefer something out of Android, but I predominantly like Android better. It's way more flexible to a certain extent. That argument is kind of going away too, because Android, Google is locking down a lot of the apps that I need, like the Studio app, completely changed it. And now it's just like Apple's version of the Studio app, which I don't understand. But cross-referencing Android and Apple, that is an argument. Well, why would you get this over that? It's going to come down to what you prefer in the end. But I still think, in my humble experience and opinion, Android is the better platform and the better overall experience for when it comes to all the things I do. Apple, on the other hand, I prefer social media on Apple devices for some reason. I don't know. I just prefer social media on Apple devices. It's like Apple is paying the developers more money to make the social media experience through the applications better. It's a strange thing. Very strange. But why would you buy this over this? You know, why would you buy this over this? Why would you buy this over this? Or why would you buy this over this? Or why would you buy this over this? Or this over this? Blah, blah, blah. It's all about what you prefer. If you prefer a big phone with a huge battery and you think you're going to get the best out of it, buy what you want. There's plenty of phones out there, like the new Moto line. They have 5,000 milliamp hour batteries and they cost $300. I've been waiting to buy those phones. I've been waiting to get my hands on those phones. I'm probably just going to go, I'm not going to go with the Motorola stylus or whatever. It's the Moto stylus. Probably not going to get that one because I know it's going to be good, but it has a 4,000 milliamp hour battery inside. And I would rather not have a stylus and have the extra 1,000 milliamps in battery, because I can probably write on the screen with my finger if I need to do something like that. And I only prefer to do that with notes. When it comes to a style, I just prefer that. And the LG V60, you got that external Wacom pen, so you probably could use that also on that Moto. Okay, so if you were thinking about getting a stylus, yes, the stylus on the Moto stylus is going to store away. But if you're thinking about getting the Moto stylus, you might want to consider the Moto G Power, the G8 Power, and then buying a $20 stylus on the outside, because you know it'll possibly work. Shout out to Gigi for giving everybody that tip who bought that stylus. Definitely it's nice. That stylus works on every device, all of them. So Gigi tipped everybody else on that, and it only costs $20 right now. So I'll try to remember to link it in the description, but Gigi, if you're watching this, post the link and everybody click on it. So why would you buy this over that? It's kind of a weak argument for us to have, because it's pointless. The end result is everybody has their own preference. And that's something that we need to get used to. Everybody is not going to like the same thing. And if you try to force your likes onto somebody else, you're wasting your time. You're never going to get someone to like what you like. So you got to get out of thinking that way. It's your man, Jay. Hope you guys enjoy. Quick vlog. Videos coming as usual. Again, the recording of this video, April 11th. The OnePlus devices are not out. So take what I said as a grain of salt. I don't know what the real pricing is going to be. You don't know what the real price is going to be. We don't know how they're going to sell them. But we know one thing: they are going to sell. The Samsung 5G devices of the A51 and the A71, I would just tell you to go ahead and get the cheaper versions of those same devices. Well, not the lower cost versions of those devices, because you don't need 5G. It's not fully developed, and you're wasting money by trying to go for those. And for those that might say, well, Jay, it's future-proof. No phone is future-proof, because the next phone is going to be future-proof. And the next phone after that is going to be future-proof. And then, yeah, you get it. Yeah. Rid yourself of thinking like that, folks. Enjoy what you want at the moment. Enjoy as much as you can at the moment. And then definitely enjoy your tech. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.